welcome to a talk with Precious. I am Precious Archibald, and so on my channel today we are going to be talking about bad habits. Bad habits, right? Yeah. So what is that thing that you are currently doing that you think it is not bad? Well, I am going to be breaking down today. Do you know that we all have that negative habit that is not worth having? And sometimes we might not even know that these habits are there. And so today I am going to be talking about list of habits that we need to work on. Now, listen to this. If you have one of these habits that I am going to mention, and then you know probably, or if you've been doing something similar to what I am going to talk about today, and you know that, oh, you really need to work on it. Yeah. So, number one, I call it the bulldozer. Yeah. Like, what is she talking about? Like bulldozer, like bulldozer. Yes, like bulldozer. Now, there are some persons that have this kind of a bulldozer habit in them, and then they feel that, oh, but they might not know that they have it. So you might not know what it's called or how it's called, but I am going to explain the kind of attitude that that's called the bulldozer, like this set of people have. And then if you know that you have something similar to that, you know, oh, maybe I'm a bulldozer and I have to work on myself. So now the bulldozer are this set of persons that have made up their mind already. They'll be like, the world is hostile, all right? And so they have this sense that let's just go there, let's get it done onto somebody before it is done onto us. You get, like, they feel, oh, the place is not comfortable, so people are harsh, people are hostile, and then mean-spirited. Now, they always don't want to accept changes because they feel that their opinions are always right. They don't want to listen to other people. Oh, your opinion doesn't count, mine does. So this kind of persons are like that. So if you have this thing in you, you have to, probably think of working on yourself. Now, the bulldozer kind of persons, can be, hard to work with or keep as friends. But if you want to change a set of people, it can be really demanding unless you are willing to become a bulldozer to be able to change a bulldozer. So, does that actually look like one of the habits that you like you have, and then you feel you could work on? It is really, really oftentimes hard to work with this set of persons or to try to change them unless you are willing to become a bulldozer to change a bulldozer. Yes, you heard me, man? So, but this set of people can be really, really obedient to their boss, like their bosses at work. They can be so up on their task, like really, really submissive. They can be really submissive to their bosses. Okay, so the number 2 habit that we are going to talk about is the rebel. Yeah, right? Yeah, Now, these sets of persons are always on the standby to rebel any given circumstance or situation that they come across. And they feel that your opinion to some extent doesn't count. Whatever you say, they would always want to counter it. So now the rebel set of persons are always on that position of, oh no, you were not right, that's not supposed to be so, you were not making sense, there is no sense at all. So now the rebel set of persons always want to bring down what you say because they feel they know it all, or because they feel their opinions always count. And then this set of people love this game you call the tug of war, right? Now, because they always want to see that opposing circumstance and all of that. So they are always on that mist where they want to, make you feel that your opinion really doesn't count, or maybe they are always right. So they want to see that challenges and all of that. And the best way to avoid this set of persons is when things turn so much of, you have so much of an argument with the set of persons, and then you basically have to start withdrawing because this is basically how they are going to go on in and go on in until they get that their satisfaction. So if you are this kind of a person that you rebel a lot, you probably fall under the rebel kind of persons. So these are attitudes, these are habits that we need to work on. All right, so the rebel always feel that, oh, their opinion basically, like I already said, really doesn't count that much because they always want their own opinion to be heard. Like they always want to be understood by, like, let's hear from you. He is always right. This is always right, and this is always right. So now the rebel set of persons always want to say no to everything that every other person says or does. The third one that we are going to be talking about is the home run hitter, like H-I-T-T-E-R. All right. Now, this set of persons, you know what is called a mirage of the mind, right? Now, this set of persons can sit at home and then imagine that they are out on an event, like an exclusive event. They are performing really good, and then, you know, they are always in that mindset, like they are exploring, they always explore in their mind, and you're like, how is this about having? Here it is, because this set of persons, rather than going to try to see how they can get better, they are always imagining themselves getting better. They can't embark on a particular task that will get that betterment out of them, but they feel it, like they are always seeing it that, okay, we're better, we're great at this, but in the actual sense, they are not that great. So these kind of persons cook up things in their minds, and then when it comes to reality, they can't perform at it. So, but they see themselves to be really great persons, but in a typical world, they are not that great. So now, how can you get this kind of persons to work on the habit of theirs? Critical kind of, but you have to always let them see that they can actually do in reality what they have been having in mind or what they have always assumed. You always have to try to be on the same page with them, and then let them see that whatever they feel they can do, they can actually use the hand, or they can actually, be in the moment or in the scene for that particular task. Not just an imagination of the feel that they can do it, but in the actual sense they can't do it. Also, the great problem that these people have is poor risk management skills, all right? And they feel like, oh, they don't want to take that risk, right? Like they feel the only thing that actually get them to do something majorly or primarily is that fear of risk, of losing, that fear of being left behind and all of that. So this set of persons are there, but they have to work on this attitude. So if you have this listed habit, you have to work on it gradually. It's not a one-night thing or a one-day thing. You have to do it gradually, and before you know it, boom, you're a new person. Guys, that is the end of the video. If you have either of these habits that I have mentioned, you have to work on it. Yeah, you can do it. You can become a better person, all right, that everyone want to hang out with. We all have that negative side of us, but for as much as these things are there, we have to work on them gradually. So thank you for staying to the end of the video. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.